beautiful people. I'm sitting outside of my home and I wanted to share this view with you today. It's a beautiful autumn day. I don't know about you, but do you have a favourite season? As I've got older, I really do embody and enjoy every single season. But autumn has always been a favourite of mine. I just love it when you get those beautiful blue skies and you get a nip in the air, and then all of a sudden it changes to grey and you get sort of misty moo going on. We get mist that rises in the valley from the river below, which we call dragon's breath. And the change of seasons. Change is constant. You know, the idea of change being a big thing or an optional thing only now and again in life, I always find a bit odd, because I think change is daily. Change is around us all of the time. And the invitation into autumn, you know, with Chinese medicine, they have various emotions that belong to various parts of our body. And lungs and grief and letting go as the leaves in the northern hemisphere anyway start to actually drop. It's all about letting go. Letting go of all that stuff that you've so finished with, that you are so over with. Letting it go. And there's different ways of letting go, isn't there? There's very much different ways of letting go. We can actually cling on to it and we can get really sad about it. We can get, you know, resistant about our changes. And I think every single emotion on letting go is valuable. There's a lesson in there, there's information in there, there's beauty in there. All things change. All things change. And so I would like to just share some of me today. You know, I put up the intention when I started these YouTube videos of trying to give something free every single week that might be of value as tools in your treasure chest. And as time goes on, sometimes it's just nice to do things with ease. Just be at ease. So I'm going to continue these YouTube videos, and I'm just going to do them as and when it feels right. And I'm actually going to just share some of what the feeling is or the emotion is, or, you know, you've got a year and a half full of tools for anybody who wants to go back and have a look at those. And we'll have the energy updates and all sorts of great stuff going on. But yeah, it's just the feeling of the moment. I really want to tap into that more and more as we go through. So we're coming up very soon to autumn equinox. And the equinoxes are, I think, a very unique time. They're a very unique time wherever you are on the planet for balance. Equinoxes are all about bringing in the balance, trying to balance things. So what I'd love you to do is add this, you know, we've just had a new moon and it's the dark moon phase where we're invited to go inside and actually find some of those yummy answers to those mind questions that go over and over. So to sink in and start this new journey up to the full moon, and including the equinox and super duper times, basically plenty of opportunities and help from spirit and from the light beings and the rays of light that are hitting this planet on a consistent basis now. We're being invited all of the time to find that calmness inside, that divine place, that peaceful place, that happy mojo place, any which way we can. So it's back to your choices. It's like, what choice are you making today? I have got a list as long as me and double that of things, exciting stuff actually. I absolutely adore and love running retreats. I absolutely love it. I love being away with small groups of people where we can really tap into empowerment and intuitive development and sinking into the land and having a lot of fun and doing all those things. And I'm just I'm working up to one that we're going away to Cornwall for a week, and I'm working on another one at the moment that's where we're in Maui in Hawaii for a week, and then we pop over to Molokai for another sort of 4 days as an optional trip. And COVID allowing, I've been talking to some elders over there, and the chap is going to take us around to the Sacred Valley and another ancient volcano and some sacred temples of the ancestors. There's so much, and it's so rich. Being out on the waters there with the humpback whales is life changing. These events are actually life changing. So this is more of the big stuff. I'm about to put out next week one where we return to the beautiful island of Bimini in the Bahamas, and we stay with WildQuest, who really know their stuff about guiding us, even if you can't swim, even if you hate the water, about going and inviting us into this enriched, beautiful waters. I call them the Bimini Blues. They're just ribbon and ribbon and ribbon of different blues. And swimming, well, floating in my case, with my snorkel on. And then the dolphins just choose sometimes they go away, sometimes they come, sometimes they stay for ages. It's unbelievable. And the healing of just being at ease with the dolphins is another life-changing change. So that's coming up for a week in June. If this is inspiring anybody, if you want to go on my website, the links are all below, then follow that. But just pick up some of the energy today of what I'm sharing, because, energy and frequencies are what enrich our lives. They just enrich our lives. And the highest frequency is love. And the more of a loving frequency that we can sink into, our view of the world can be very different. The filter of the world can be very, very different. So if you've had a great holiday at some time that's been life-changing, if you've had a moment in the pub with your mates or a bar or wherever that's been life-changing, it's just been so funny, it still makes you laugh now, you laugh your socks off now, if you're a person who wears socks. And, stuff like that. It can be like these major big event things, and it can be in a moment in time. It can be a chat on a phone with somebody, and it just sets you off. And the memory of that is just enriching. It's easy. It's beautiful. So, it's just about a reminder today, really. I'm trying to sort of transmit some energies of calm, some ease, some love, some fun, and there's exciting opportunities coming up. The powers around us at the moment are just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Do you know what? This video is all about me. 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 Oh God, it is, totally is. I mean, like, for the next 3 months, I've got these courses called Mystic Matters, okay? And they all stand alone. You can come to one and never have to come again. And some people come to many, and everything in between. And we're starting a new round of those next Thursday, Friday, actually. This coming Thursday, Friday, here at the Natural Harmony Centre in this beautiful setting. We're going to be outdoors and linking in with tree energy and the spirits of the land. And the whole point about that is immersing ourselves into nature and the magic that nature is. And you can tell I like a little bit of that probably. And yeah, listening to Gaia, listening to the spirit of the earth. I mean, how wacky woo-woo wonderful is that? And we're going to spend 2 whole days doing that. And I can guarantee that some people are going to go away knowing a heck of a lot more about themselves, how they operate, how much love they can bring to the surface, and also listening to the intuitive voices of self and land. I do have to apologise for the picture that you might be experiencing here, because I've got a selfie stick and I've put my camera on it of my phone, and the wind's picked up and it's wobbling it all over the place. So again, that's part of me, you know, that's the way it is sometimes. So hopefully that's all right if you stick with it. And then I'm dead excited about something else as well. When I started this wasn't the intention of how it rolls, but I'm going with it because it feels right. Somebody was saying to me the other day, actually, you very rarely talk about what you actually do, Carol, rather than all these tools. So perhaps this is for this one today. And then the other thing, I'm just starting. You might know that I've been in the healing world for a long time now, with the public for 25 years or so. And so I'm starting a brand new healing course in October, and it's going to be 2 days in October, 2 in November, 2 in December, and it's called Celestial Attunements, and we're going to be learning about how to self-heal. Woo! That was great. Okay, you want to be nearer? Do you know what? I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to do this video again. I'm just going to go with it. Because I love these changes that we're having. So the celestial attunements are all about, I don't know if you've heard of crystalline energy, and this change that we're having from carbon to crystalline, and the higher dimensional types of energy, which are more loving, more telepathic, more understanding, more compassionate. Basically, we're going to sink into some really serious woo-woo on those for those 3 months. And then I just feel like we need a break then. We need to actually have some processing time before we do the next phase of whatever that is. But it's embodying the higher values of humanity. It's going to be about embodying the highest human you can be in your life. That's what that actual course is going to be about. I mean, we will be having attunements, we'll be invoking beautiful help from the elements and gods, goddesses, and love, and more love. So yeah, so this is me. This is what I'm up to this autumn. You can hear Charlie, my little Charlie dog, barking in the background. He's joining in as well. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to now. And I really started this because I was just going to share a nice cup of coffee with you. I love a cup of coffee out here in the morning. And my son Daniel bought me this mug many years ago, and it's a thing now. Do you have any things? Oh my God, I'd love to hear about your things. If you write in the comments below, do you have something that you really love to do? It's like it sort of helps to put you in that open communication with divine life, with love, with ease. Do you have anything that helps to sort of put you in that? I remember when the kids used to come home from school, and I'd have that thing where I'd work during the day while they were at school, and then I'd like to be home with them when they were at home, and I was lucky enough to do that. And I'd always have my coffee break in between. It was like I'd say to the kids, I'd get them from school, they would be getting up, getting changed, or raiding the fridge, or doing whatever they were doing. And I'd like to sit outside with my coffee or my tea or whatever, hot chocolate, whatever it was I fancied, and just have that breather. It was like a breather between worlds. It was like hats changing. And then I became quite human again, and grounded and earthed, and could then be the mum and everything else that goes with that aspect of my being. And so I've continued that ritual today, where every morning I like to come out, whatever the weather is, and just have a nice hot drink, have my time in my way for as long as I like. So I drink from the well of spirit, as well as the coffee beans, you know, every single day, to put myself into the best position I can of a loving intent, so that whatever I'm doing that day, and whoever I'm seeing, and whatever my communication's going to be with whomever, is going to be better, because I've stopped, I've breathed deeply, I've enjoyed my glorious view, I've felt a lot of gratitude for the life that I have and everything in it, And yeah, just enjoy my coffee before I go off and be of service to the light is the way I like to look at it. So what do you do that helps you? Because you know, if we share some of these, even if it's something as daft as mine as sitting outside and having a drink on your own for 5 minutes piece, you know, or 10 minutes or 15 or whatever it happens to be, you know, it's like what do you do? Because if you can share down below some of the things that you do, then it might inspire someone else or give someone else an idea when they need to shift from that overwhelm and that do mind into the being and appreciative, calm, loving and peaceful self that's within everyone. So embrace the changes, enjoy this new moon activity, which is saying, yeah, let's get out there and get some of this life lived. And yeah, if you fancy joining me on any of the naughty things that I do, then have a look on my website, it's all there, or contact me in some way. Happy to chat. Lots of love, everyone. Bye for now.